This is part 3 of how to start a good book club. So if you missed 1 and 2, where we talked about who your people are and how to pick books, go check out the last videos. Today we're going to talk about some actual good book recommendations. So if you want some books for the book picks that you pick, here's some really good ones. You want to pick a book that has good discussion, good thought process, things that provoke different opinions. So I'm going to list 5 books that I think are really good book club picks. On my YouTube, I just dropped a bunch more with a lot more information. So go check that out if you want some more information. The first book that is a fantastic book club pick is The Measure. This is about what would happen if everyone were given a box with a predetermined string length in it, which was how long you were supposed to live. And that's all. No one's told anything else. So that's a really interesting discussion if you want one that's very thought-provoking. Another one is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is a romance, and I don't normally suggest romances for book clubs because there's not normally a lot of discussion that comes out of them, but this one is very thought-provoking. It's basically, what would you do if your spouse went missing and you thought he or she died and you fell in love with someone else and the spouse came back? What would you do? Talk about it in book club. Blood Over Brighthaven. I have not done this one for book club, but I think it would be a fantastic one. This is a political fantasy, but it's based on morality and whether the government is your friend, essentially. So that could be super, super thought-provoking, and people may have different opinions. Another fantastic one is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I did do this one for book club, and it was great. This one is just so deep that there's just a lot to talk about. It's not a ton of opinion-based questions, but there's just so much depth in that book that you just want to just talk all about it. Another one I really, really like, and this one's a little different because it's kind of historical fiction, which I love, but a lot of people don't necessarily love, but Beautiful Little Fools by Gillian Cantor. This is like a retelling of Great Gatsby. And so I didn't like Great Gatsby, but I loved this book. It was like murder scene-esque, and so very much like whodunit. So it was really interesting. And to go back and kind of have an idea about Great Gatsby and compare the two, very thought-provoking. So there's a couple recs right there. Go check our YouTube out for more. You definitely want books that people are going to have to think, because when you don't have books like that, the conversation gets kind of stagnant and dull. So go check out our recs.